What's up traders? In this video we'll be covering up how to set up TradingView. This has been one of my most requested video on social media and on YouTube, so without wasting any time, let's jump into it. So what you need to remember is we place trades on MT4 and MT5, but we analyze our currencies or indices or crypto on TradingView. The reason for that being is MT4 and MT5 doesn't have the graphics or the software or the tools even to analyze. So on TradingView, your charts look much better, which gives you more confidence when you do enter a trade. And there's a huge variety of tools given your strategy, if you're a technical trader, fundamental trader, harmonic pattern trader, whatever trader you are, TradingView does help and enhance your trading experience. So what you want to do is with TradingView, you can create a free profile. I've created one temporarily to set up this video. So there is a paid version that has its own features and great features as you get more advanced, but I'll just advise any beginner trader to just set up a free version of TradingView, and you can use that for as long as you want. So just type this website into your browser. I will leave the link to this website in the description below. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. So I'm going to skip all of these tabs and I'm going to jump in to what I use most. So what you're going to go is you're going to click on charts. Just wait for this to load. And now you have your charts open. Now this is the default settings. Alright. So let's start. I'm going to move this over to the daily. Now the first feature that you want to see on TradingView on the free version is on the daily you can use the rewind function, and that is what we use when we backtest. So if I click replay, right, let's say I want to go back to the 1st of March and I want to test my strategy. Basically all the candles to the right disappear. So let's say in my strategy I'm like, alright, the market's going to go down. Let's go here to play them. Right, the market went up, and now it kind of plays out the real market just much faster. So you can backtest your strategy to see what is your winning percentage level. So does your strategy work 20%, 50%, 100%? All right. So you can pause it, you can rewind, you can change the speed. Right. So I'm going to close that. Yes, I want to exit that. With the free version, you do get ads all the time. That's totally normal. Just close it each time. These buttons over here is to undo or to redo anything you did on your graphs. You can set alerts as well on the free version. So let's say next time price gets to 4,000, I want to buy. I can set an alert on any level. And TradingView will either notify me on the app on my cell phone or via email or via SMS. Alright, the second thing I want to show you guys is indicators, or the third thing, sorry. So here under indicators, you can type in whatever indicator you use. Let's say I want to use the RSI, relative strength index. I can click on it, I can star the relative strength index, and it will be under my favorites. So you can see there the relative strength index is under my favorites, and there I got the RSI up, right? So I'm going to close this again. So there's under indicators, you'll find the moving average and many more. Under compare is quite a good tool. This is the S&P 500, so I can put the NASDAQ chart on there. And now we can see they both move similar, right? Now I can see NASDAQ's in an uptrend and S&P 500 is in an uptrend. So you can go put on any chart that you want to compare to your current chart that you're on. And obviously you can change the settings over here. So I'm going to click on settings, and then I'm going to change it from a line graph, I'm going to take it to a candles graph. And now it's exactly the same Japanese candlesticks, right? And if you want to remove the graph that you've put over your original graph, you can just click on the X and it's gone. All right. These buttons at the bottom, this is the refresh button. And if you want to move to the right, to the left, you want to zoom in, if you want to zoom out, these buttons are here below. All right. So the first thing I do to set up TradingView is these are the different types of graphs that you get. I normally just stick to candles, so I'm going to favorite that, and the line graph I'm going to favorite as well. And those are the only graphs that I use. You can see it gets quite complicated with the different types of graphs that people do use. Look at that weird graph. But I'm just going to stick to what I use. Alright, Go down, let me favorite this and unfavorite it. And then on the time frames, right, I'm going to store the time frames that I use. So use the monthly, the weekly, the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 1 minute. So those time frames that I just stored, only those time frames will appear up here, right? So that is a nice way of setting up and customizing your trading view. Next thing I do is these are the open and close prices. I normally just right click on it and then I will click on what I want and what I don't want. So the buy and sell button I'll remove. Right click again, show symbol, show open market status, show open, high, low, and close. I'll close that as well. And then show bar changes, I'll close that as well. Show indicator titles, indicator arguments. I leave all that the same, right? All right. The next thing that you want to do, the main thing you want to do on TradingView is every trader has a toolbox. A toolbox is basically the tools that you use when you are trading every single day, right? So I'm just going to close this ad again and let me create my toolbox. So I want to use the crosshair. I want to use my trend line tool. I want to use my horizontal line. I want to use my Fibonacci. If I can find it, I want to use my Fibonacci. I want to use my rectangle tool. I want text. I want a call out tool. Let's go to patterns. I don't want any pattern. And I want the long position tool. I want the short position tool. And that is it. So basically what I'm doing is I'm storing the tools that I use. And now automatically what you will see, I'm trying to find my, oh, there she is. So that is my toolbox. So now instead of clicking on these huge lists of tools every time, I've got a specific toolbox that I custom just for myself. So obviously each tool you can go customize. I can use this trend line. I can double click on it. I can change the color to black or whatever color might suit myself. You can customize your long and short position tools, your text, your rectangle boxes. For example, I can change the color to black, not the border though. I can change the inside to black, not to make this any longer, but basically you can go customize all of your tools, right? This here on the side, this little rubbish bin you have here, or trash can, that is basically what you use to remove the drawing. So you click on it and you can say remove all drawings on your chart. So if you have 100 drawings up, you just click on this button and it should remove all of the drawings if you click on remove drawings, right? This button over here is something I use. So let's say I want to use the call out tool. Now I go lock it in, and every time I click, I'll open up a new call out tool and I unlock it, and then it won't open anymore. So that is a feature that I use. At the bottom of what I normally do is I remove this, right? So I'd go remove. I don't trade with volumes, or I don't look at the volumes. A nice feature that they do have as well is if you go right click again, you can change your color theme from light to dark. And this is the color theme that I personally use. So what I'll do is I'll right click again, I'll go to settings and I'll go customize my charts. So let's customize. The first thing that I want to do is on my charts, I'm going to go to scales, appearance, yeah, appearance. So my vertical grid, I'll just take the opacity away, and then horizontal grid, remove the opacity, and now I've got a clear chart. As you can see, my chart has no lines on. I'll go back to symbol. Let's switch this up. So you can go change your candle bodies to anything that you want. So let's say for an uptrend, I want it green. So I'm gonna change that to green. I'm gonna change all over to green actually, with white wicks. And then for downtrend, I'm gonna leave it with the old school fashioned red. So I'm gonna change that to red, change that to red, and I'm gonna make my wicks white. And then what? The other thing that I would do is status line, scales, I wouldn't change anything. Trading, I wouldn't change anything. Events, see the events are already removed. If you want the events to show, you can just add them over here. Anyways, so what you do is you can go save this as a template, right? So I'm going to save this as, I'm going to call it winning streak. And that is my template. So I'm gonna click OK. So let's say next time I'm gonna change the color theme to light again, right? So that's how my chart looks. Now, all those settings aren't lost. I'll just right click again, I'll click on settings, and I'll go to template, I'll click on winning streak, and voila, I'm back in business, right? So color theme back to dark, settings, template, winning streak, and there my templates back up. So the last and final section that I want to show you guys about TradingView is what we have here on the right. So what you technically, the first thing that you want to do is you can go to full screen mode, which is quite nice, just to take out all the rubbish. When you are trading, you want to focus just on your charts, you can go to full screen mode. If you want to capture your chart, right, you get an image URL. You can either save the image or you can just save the URL. So for those of you who want to journal your winning and your losing trades, you can capture this and you can set it out in a spreadsheet or an Excel, or save it in Word. But that is basically an image of your current trade, and then obviously there's a tweet button. All right. The other thing that you can do is a publish button, and what happens is once you've analyzed your charts and you think that it's super cool and you are going to hit the market 100%, and you're betting against the market and you're going to change the world, there are actually trading communities on TradingView, right? So you can publish it and you can create a profile on TradingView, where you publish your charts and you get likes on them. People start following you. You can get up to 1 million followers. That's quite interesting, but that's not something I do. The other thing is your watch list is this little block on top. You got stocks, futures, forex, cryptocurrency, anything that is tradable out there in the market, TradingView has. So for the purpose of this video, I've deleted everything else. I'm just going to stick it to currencies. So what you'll do is you click on the plus button and you'll go type in AUD USD, right? And then you get the different type of products from the different, let's call it brokers, right? So I normally use FCXM, so there I've got AUD USD up from FCXM. So that is how my charts work. Here you can see these events I put up. You can just right click on them and then you can say hide events on charts, and then you can remove the events from your charts. So this is my watch list. I can create my watch list. I can add as much as I want to. The second thing is this is where our alerts are. We can edit them and remove them, and any of these stuff that we have over here, alert log. Oh, wait, let's go back to watch list. This is actually something you get on your default charts. These little indicators here, the strength index, and any information on that pair, and the days range, the performance. I don't trade with that, so I just drag it all the way down. All of these other forums over here, I don't use any of them. There is an economic calendar as well, but that is basically how I set up my trading view. What I use is nothing else that I do use, so I'm not going to go into showing you guys every single feature on TradingView. There are a million features on TradingView, but these are the basic ones that I use. So traders, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. If you want to see more content, subscribe and comment below what you want me to do next. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.